Join us today for a surprisingly windy sail in the treacherous acceleration zone between Tenerife and La Gomera, where the wind and wave conditions are variable and the crew is constantly changing between relaxing and holding fast. In short, a really fun sail. Join us!
Windows are splashed.
My view.
Kira is doing a logbook entry. The engine is on. The head is on as well. And we are leaving. We are leaving beautiful Los Cristianos, where we have stayed for 3 nights. We stayed 3 nights here in this anchorage. The anchor held decently well. And we're going over there. That little tiny hill there in the distance that you can barely make out in the clouds, that is La Gomera, and that is the next Canary Island, and we're heading there for a few days. Have a nice anchor there and enjoy a little more secluded anchorage, hopefully, than this. And it's promising to be a really good day again, I think. The weather is crisp, the sky is blue, the sea is blue, the moods are good, the engine's purring, sails are ready. This is the cruiser feeling we have been working for the last couple of years. Now we add a dash of adventure and then we're there. This is the captain for the day. So,
Ready to leave?
we are ready to leave. What is your
Take
command?
up anchor.
Ready to take up anchor? Alright, let's get ready. Wonderful! What I thought would be motoring over turned into sailing over. Because we have a full genoa and a full mainsail up. And we are going at between 5 and 6 knots. Wonderful! I think we have around 10 knots of apparent wind around that, so 6 knots of true wind plus our boat speed, 10-11 knots apparent wind for 5 to 6 knots of boat speed. I'll take it, that's pretty good. We saw pilot whales, 2 pods of 1.4 and one a bit more, maybe 6. Really close to one, really nice, beautiful to see. Ah yeah, sailing over to La Gomera, great. This is the sailing life. Awesome.
After some hand steering, we switch on the autopilot and settle into that crossing routine. That consists mainly of reading, fiddling with the sails, making sandwiches, eating, reading some more, hanging out, and waiting until the time passes and our destination comes closer.
Oh, look at that! Oh no, it could be pilot whales again. Wow, they're super close. Cool. Hello guys! Whoop, whoop. It looks like they just came to check us out. Maybe. Cool. Well, all good things come to an end. I think we need to take down the sails and switch the engine on, because we're inching it along at 2 knots and we have calculated with 4 to 5 knots speed and the direct course, so 2 knots in the indirect course will not make it in daylight, and that would be a shame. So yeah, well, at least we had some wind. It was more than predicted. Oh, so much chaos. speed 20 knots, and that is the acceleration zone between La Gomera and Tenerife. We saw it on the wind map that it would be at one point, and it's amazing. You just motor along with no wind, then it goes, and within seconds 15 and now 20. And we can see from the white caps of the waves around us that it's stretching a good while. So up goes the sail and on goes the fun. And we are doing 6 knots. 6.3, so not too bad, not too bad. Have a look at how it looks. It looks amazing. Concentrated at the helm, doing a good job steering us. 5.3, 5.8, 5.4, 5.7. Again, I'm not sure if the camera does it justice. It looks a bit more violent in real life than it does on this tiny screen right now. Windows are splashed.
My view.
A shower!
That was a wave that just crashed into the cockpit. I'll take the navigation tab down right now. Well, it's not waterproof. And I need a bit more. So we can see where we're going. The lens is wet, we are wet. What's your color, Laurent? What do you think?
Great stuff.
Whoa! I mean, those gusts are a bit more than what we had so far. So that is the Windex, and we see we have 22 right now. Whoa! 23. Max 27 knots. That is solid. I'd say that is very solid. I'm glad we have that third reef in. The cabin is a mess. Everything's flying around. The wind's getting more and more. But I think John Lake can handle it like a champ. What do you say?
Yeah, perfect. Tenley is definitely strong enough.
Do you want to give me that,
I get bumped by
that
you,
radio
so
before it bumps in your head? The fishing line is still out somewhere there, but I'm not really fond of going there right now to get it in, so I for 1 minute hope I don't catch a fish. Usually I hope I do catch a fish, but right now I'd rather not. Clipping in. Before sitting out, I'm clipping in anyway. With these conditions, going on deck, clipping in, I'm sure you can't understand anything right now anyway. Okay, we reefed the jib down a bit. We're still in strong winds. Top speed on the anemometer is 29 knots, so almost 30 knots. And sustained is around 25. Kira said we should reef in the jib a bit because it was getting hard to helm, and I think it was a good call because we're still doing 6.7 knots, 6.4,
Yeah, it's a lot of
6.5, 6.7, 7. This is nice. sailing very well. You're right there. I just got splashed. I'm sitting up here, like on the rim of the cockpit, trying to get some nice shots of the sea state, and the wave broke over us, and I'm wet. I'm glad this camera is waterproof. All for a few good shots. Alright, I'm going in. I'm getting too wet. There's a Fred Olsen ferry really close. These things are amazingly fast. Look at it. Look at how brutal it looks. And look at how close it is. There it is. It's like almost behind the screen. It doesn't look that close on the camera, but this is very close. Alright. Thanks for not hitting us. Woo! These things are brutal. Look at it blazing past us. Just snuck up behind us, past us. That's the thing. As a sailboat, you're so slow. The big ships, that's why AIS and radar is important. And just like that, we are out of the acceleration zone behind the island, at least regarding to the waves. The waves have calmed down quite a lot. This is much calmer, much better. We're still sailing at 7 knots.
I had
7.2, 7.3, 7.7, 7.9, 7.8, 8.4. Okay, that's surfing, but still 7.5, 7, 6, 7, 7, 8, 7. Yeah, you're doing good, Kira. You're very fast still. There, we want to anchor. So we are hoping that the wind will slow down a bit more, because in 20 knots we're not anchoring. But it should be soon less, because we're getting in the wind shade of the island. Started motoring, then switched on that acceleration zone. How long have we been in there? Not too long. An hour? 2? Lovely adrenaline. The sails are down, the motor is on, and the goal is right there. Wonderful. All worked out very smoothly. Had a lovely sail with gusts up to 30. We actually managed to get those 30 knots in the very last stretch. At least that's what the anemometer says. One last strong gust, and then we went behind the island. Now waves are gone, wind is gone. Somewhere out there, super windy. But here actually it's pretty fine. So I think we're gonna anchor just below a green hill and have us a lovely rest. And if you like what we're doing, consider subscribing, consider liking, consider commenting. We're happy to hear from you. Whew. What a ride! But we made it. We are on La Gomera. The anchor is down, and we are in a beautiful little anchorage, anchored in about 8 meters to 10 meters of water on clean sand. 50 meters of chain out, so we should have a good night. We dove on the anchor, it's dug in really well. That Mantus M1 anchor digs in first time every time. So far it works. Never had to reset it. So far, good anchor. Yeah. What else can we say? Good night. See you tomorrow.